Charlie Kirk normalized having open discussions with people and not being afraid. I would assume many times this man felt he was at risk of losing his life. He still did what he did. That's so commendable. And we need more people who have that same thought process of not being scared, of wanting to go out there in the public eye. Thousands of people around him, rallying, supporting him, hating him. The whole mixture, Talking, getting to know each other's point of views. It's all he was doing. And in the process of having discussions and debates, he gets shot in the throat. Like, just pray for his family. If anyone prays, if anyone's religious, even a little bit religious, if you're open to believing in a God, just please pray for Mr. Kirk and his family and his circle, because all of us are grieving, and I can only imagine what they're going through. His close family and friends and his wife, his kids, they were all there too, I believe. They were all in attendance when he lost his life, And it's just one of the worst things I've ever seen online. I watched the video one time, and it was one too many. The photo enough alone was just brutal. And this is September 10th, 2025. It's one of the worst days in America when it comes with free speech. It's our First Amendment, right? And you can literally lose your life in this country by just having a different viewpoint, a different opinion. And that's not tolerated. It can't be. This whole country is built off of people that have differences. We're vastly different. We're very similar, but we're vastly different. That will always be the same. That will always stay that way. But imagine having a world where everyone agrees the same exact things. How depressing, how weird. It's like living in a world where depression never exists and you're always happy. How weird that would be, Having discussion and debate and maybe filling he or she in on something that maybe I would like to express to, and vice versa. It's beautiful. We need more of that, and we need more of him. We need more of Charlie Kirk. And we literally lost him just 11 hours ago, at least as I'm recording right now currently. He or she took his life, but his legacy, whatever he created. Because again, I don't follow him. I knew of him. I watched him maybe a total of like 30 separate times. I wasn't an avid fan, but I believe in 3/4 of the things that he would say. I can say that. And maybe someone will dislike me. So be it. I'm not here to please all of you. I never was meant to. In the beginning, when I was really, really young, I thought I could please everyone. And we all learn when you get older and you have the tiniest little bit of following online, you understand, oh, okay, there's people who hate on all of us. You can't please everyone. So it's like, why am I going to be scared or frightened or intimidated by someone saying, oh, I don't agree with your politics, Joe. I don't like you. Well, let's talk about that. Because that's what Charlie wanted to do. That's what he was doing. I think I said what I wanted to say. I'm really out of it. I'm going to be sleeping. I'm going to try to sleep at least. But I can only imagine what his close circle is going through. All of us are going through it, We all feel the pain. Even not being a full-blown supporter, I still feel this sickening anger, this sickening, why did this happen feeling. Like, why did this happen? And that's where God bleeds in, I believe. And we don't know why it was his time, but it was, He played some sort of role to where God said, all right, Charlie, And we just don't understand. We don't understand. It's like the same logic with why would kids be born with cancer, or anything? Like, why would someone be born without arms or legs? And then people question God, and people question how he or she or whatever goes about life. But I'm only religious. I've only been religious the last year and a half since I went through something that was, to put it bluntly, traumatic, and I was giving up on myself. I was as low as it gets. I was at bedrock. I was below bedrock in my mind. And God saved me. It could have been a mixture of I saved myself and God helped me. He gave me the tools to help me save myself from the depthness, the darkness that I was putting myself through. And that's why I'm religious, from here on out. But I believe, and I do know Charlie was extremely religious. So that's a good feeling, knowing he was really, really religious. So that's a plus. I look at that as a good thing. But who really knows? Only God knows, right? But all we can do is just live for him, and be kind, be loving. Just the simple things that make us Americans and just people. Just the simple values that most of us do share, regardless of if you're on the left or the right, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're independent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We all live together. And that won't change.